again. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work the... And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Back to throw. Goff. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Goff now looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now,
oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here and just like that, on we head to half number 2. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one taken just and he loses the football a second time, and the Vikings pick up the football. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have got it on cruise control. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Throwing his Cousins. That's caught at the 1. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he tries to dive to get out of the end zone, but he's not going to get there. And this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. To throw is Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now Goff on 1st down. Open man, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Goff. On the slant, this is Chark. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Back to the running game with Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions are able to at least get one score back. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Oh, a good move at the 5. Jukes by again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Joseph now to have the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. This is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. On fourth down, Goff departs, and Austin Seibert is out there for the Lions field goal now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point. Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. And game this lopsided. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To Jefferson on the slant. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter. And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on third, Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And out now come the Vikings. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.